Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Libra. If Libra is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so Libra, we have the 6 of Cups. And that has everything to do with pleasure, right? Having a lot of resources, hopefully emotionally, right? The ability to connect, the ability to enjoy, to just really be in the moment, okay? For some of us, that's a rarity, right? So it's always nice to see that energy coming around. And let's take a look at these tea leaves. We're going to see what they have to say. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. It is free to subscribe. Also, if you want to hit the like button or leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. Okay, so we have a large dragon down here, and we are in the year of the dragon still. Now, I just read, I did not know this, but I just read that we're going into the year of the snake. And now this is a lunar calendar, so it won't happen until I think like February, okay? But we are still in the year of the dragon. You can see the head up here. You can see the whole body kind of lifting its front paw and maybe holding, it looks like a coin, right? And above, we have the fish, okay? So if you're new to the channel, you probably don't know this, but if you've been here before, you know that the fish represents resources, money, money, money coming in, right? Now, I don't think that this is just going to be some kind of windfall or, you know, like the big lottery win or the inheritance, but maybe, right? I imagine that this has a lot to do with the work that you've been putting in. Getting that raise, getting that job you've been trying to get, finishing up school so that you can get out there in the workforce, start your career. Change your career. I know there's a lot of us who are older here, you know, and going back to school, trying to find something that maybe better suits our interests, our abilities, and, you know, maybe make some better money. So I see in this end part of the year, the end of the cycle here, you will be really kind of aligned. Not kind of. You will be aligned. You will be aligned with that fiery, creative force that is going to bring that money, that earthy money into your life. Okay? So, now, up here, I want to look at this. We have 2 people. One is like kicking its leg out. It looks like a strong kick, right? I feel like... And now, you know, I first I was thinking, well, maybe you've had to walk away from somebody, you know. But I honestly think that maybe you've been ghosted. Maybe somebody just kind of disappeared. Maybe somebody in your life, they just went off the deep end. Like their response was not measured to the situation at all. So I feel like for you, there's this kind of energy of like, what did I do? I can't even figure out like what happened here? What's going on here? Well, I don't think it has a lot to do with anything that has happened particularly with you, but I think that they have, maybe something going on in their life that they have not talked about, right? They have not divulged. And you know, that could be any number of things, obviously. So I think that this is something that has been hurtful. It's been something that maybe you've been working through, trying to figure out, like, what the heck happened here. Do I think this is something that's affecting you for, like, ever and ever and ever? No. So I imagine that this is somebody that, you care about them. You may be close to them. Maybe you were dating. Maybe, you know, this is like a friend or... you know, whatever. But, you know, I think that you know that really deep down, this had very little to do with anything about you. You know, this is something that they're going through. And, you know, really, I think if you looked at the situation, looked at what they've been doing, you might see that they've been kind of alienating themselves from a lot of people. You know, maybe this is something that is way more pervasive than you realize. You know, they might be cutting off like everybody, right? And so it's easy for me to say, don't take it to heart. You know, don't try not to internalize or feel like this is some kind of personal rejection. Easier said than done, I know. But I do feel like, you know, this is something that will resolve itself. You know, you're going to survive it all. And you know, a happier tomorrow, right? So we also have, it looks like a person on a motorcycle, and we have, it looks like it says W-O-R-K, work. We have a person, we have a dog that looks like they're wearing like a cape, right? Leaping, here's the back leg, here's the head, the cape is right here, leaping. We also have the trident, Shiva, or Poseidon. I was going to say Persephone. Wrong. No, Poseidon. The most powerful symbol in the universe, according to the devotees of Shiva. But it is a trine and a trinity. So we have that magical number 3. And I feel like I'm getting this impression that it's like maybe it isn't an actual motorcycle, but, and you can see here's the person and here's the motorcycle. Here are the wheels, here are the wheels. I feel like this is almost kind of like going through something that feels terrible, right? A breakup, maybe there's like you have to move. You know, maybe you've lost a job, but here's the deal. I feel like there's so much freedom in this moment, and it feels maybe almost like grief, loss. Maybe you feel scared, maybe even desperate, but on the other side of this, and very soon, very quickly, I think that you realize that your life has been unburdened, and there is room. There is room for you to spread out. There's room for you to be yourself, to stop making yourself so small, to stop feeling ashamed of, you know, oh, I'm too much, or, you know, I cause too much stress, or too much turbulence. I'm not doing things the right way, you know. And so I feel like the person or the people in your life who, you know, I don't know, I feel like there is kind of a disillusion happening. Once you get away from that, you start to kind of decompress, and you're realizing this situation was maybe not the most healthy. This person or people may be almost kind of poisonous, right? And here you are, left to kind of unfurl, to remember who you are, to not have to worry, am I going to make them mad? When am I going to say the wrong thing? You know, these kinds of things. Which, by the way, really suck when you're in a relationship or even a family dynamic or whatever, and you have to worry about this stuff constantly. And it happens. It happens to a lot of people. You know, it does. And it's so insidious, right? It just sneaks upon you. And one day you think, what the heck is going on here? And so I see you breaking away. And yes, it will be work. And yes, it won't be easy. But this is the thing. You're not going to lose your power. In fact, it will only triple, right? We have that trine. It will only triple. And I think that you are on the road to that most divine period of your life. That awakening, that opening up. Now I'm going to turn this again. We have a face. Look at that. We have the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the hair. We have the letter Y right here. I feel like this will be a renaissance for you as you get going. I think there will also be a lot of work that has to be done to start allowing yourself to feel like you're allowed to enjoy anything, right? I feel like there's been so much of just feeling guilty about everything. For some reason or some way, it turns around to feeling guilty, okay? And I feel like as you walk away from that, as you get away from that, it's like the weight falling off. Now, up here we have the giraffe, okay? The giraffe, to me, really symbolizes this higher thinking, this movement upwards. Going for the things that are not easy to obtain, right? Not just kind of surrendering to what is right here and easy to grab. No, putting in the work. Staying devoted to the work. Choosing the path that, a lot of people avoid. But you're not going to avoid it because it leads you to where you want to be. It's not just this easy come, easy go type of thing. No. This is grinding. This is, when you want to quit, you push harder. And I see you in this next cycle, this next year, really, really breaking through. That's the big thing. Breakthrough. Awakening. Rising. The energy just really so alive, electrical. I bet you in 1 year from now, you will not even recognize who you were. Where your heart might be broken in this moment, it will be hard to remember. You might not even remember why. Why? Like, what was going on? I don't even remember. Because you are going to do the work. You are doing the work. Okay, let's see. What do we have over here? We have T and N. T, N. That came up over here and it came up over here. So we have T, N. And we have the number 33. So lots of threes today. I think that is a number that you're really going to need to look for, okay? Because it will be tied to synchronicities for you. Now, we're going to do our lucky numbers. And I'm just going to roll this thing. Number 6. Number 6. All right. Just 3 and 3, right? Number 14. Number 14. Number 85. Number 85. And we will finish with our Wild Offering Oracle cards. I'm just going to flip through and stop where it feels right. And it says calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all. Remaining still and quiet, even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, Quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. May your peaceful calm take over. Yes. All right, Libra, I want to tell you I love you because I do, and I thank you so much for spending this time with me. It's always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. Also, if you want to leave a comment, I read them all. I love hearing from you. Again, I'll tell you, I love you. Happy New Year. It's going to be a wonderful year to come. And take care of yourself. Take care of each other. We'll talk in a few days. Good night.